Papasquatjon, coming at ya. We're going to check out Neurotic from Young Bruh / Lil Tracy. This was sent in by Alex, who has sent in lots of music in the past, and I am interested to see what this is like, because people have been, I just did a Young Bruh song the other day, and people were like, oh, you gotta listen to more, so I'm glad this came up on the list. I should say, Alex sent this in with some money for me to react to, because he wanted me to react to it. If you want me to react to something, you can also find out how to send me some money below, and if you send me money along with a suggestion, I will react to it. It might take me a few weeks at this point, but I will do it. There's also information below on how to join my Patreon, and feel free. You can also leave comments, suggestions in the comment sections of any of my videos, and possibly I will do them, but I get a lot of recommendations and things that people pay me for, so I tend to do those. Let's check this out. I should also mention that both of the people who won the 20,000 subscriber giveaway have now contacted me, so I'm going to get that sent out to them in the next day or so, probably tomorrow. And let's go here. Neurotic from Lil Tracy / Young Bruh, produced by narc, which I love that name. And this came out in 2014. That's what I know. Let's check it out. 2 minutes, 17 seconds. I'm in LA, housing, living in Toyota, scratch house, magical squad, snorting coke, okay. This is very, very strange music. And I mean, I'm into it because it is very strange. I love anybody who's willing to experiment like this. Rap, pop, indie rap, alternative, cloud rap, trap, American underground, underground hip hop, emo rap. This really sounds like it should have some other descriptor going for it that fits its kind of almost childlike sound, but let's start over and see what I think. Again, Neurotic. I'm in LA, housing, living in Toyota, scratch house, magical squad, snorting coke, I like O2, golf chicks, no sluts, certified witch 22, she got no blood, that's okay with me, I just need someone to talk to. Staring when I walk through, couple shirts, couple pants, and some socks, and some sounds cool enough, so much sweat will traumatize you. I'm in LA, pausing, living in Toyota, very heavy sleep, snorting ice, and I woke up. Fuck the management, I swear to God, they so sit on your ass, I'm a factor like your hoe. Yeah, I'm in LA, pausing, living in Toyota, I'm in This is really interesting too, because the lyrics, so the music is super simple, super simple, and the lyrics themselves, he's doing a little bit of, not really call response, but there's a couple of times where there's a sort of a parenthetical or somebody saying something in the background, and maybe him. But then this section, he's like talking over himself, and it kind of reminds me of some of the Plug stuff where there's these different layers of things going on, and it's interesting. The music is the part that's really freaking me out. Like, not freaking me out, but like that I really think is interesting and different, and just never expect to hear, because it sounds just like a simple little, like almost like a kid's toy piano playing this music, and it just is so strange. sort of echoey effect on the voice and the parts where it's sort of, he's sort of talking over himself a few times, and it's almost like singing in the round, sort of they're rapping in the round. It almost kind of reminds me that, it makes me think rather, that this is almost like a, it's just sort of dreamy, and that's kind of an interesting way to look at this, is like it's sort of somebody sitting there just sort of thinking, and all these thoughts going through their head, and they're just either remembering back to this time that they were in LA and all this stuff that was going on, or they're just thinking about what could happen, and it sounds very not real, not anchored, not actual reality. And it absolutely could be. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying it sounds like it could be just a dream. And that's also kind of interesting. Neurotic, that makes me think even more that it's somebody who's just like thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and going through all these, scenarios in their head of like what happened or what could happen. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'm not sure if I would want to listen to this, download it and put it on my phone, because if it came up, I would just want to stop everything and listen to it, as opposed to just be able to float along and drive along, really, in my case. My car doesn't fly, or hover. But I would want to hear the whole thing, because it's so distinctive and it stands out so much. Very, very interesting. I love people who experiment like this, though. I love people who really do try to push the boundary of what, well, in this case, what rap music is, right? Like, this is not a song that you would have heard 20, 30, 40 years ago from any rapper. They would not have ever thought of making music like this. And it's kind of cool. I have to admit, it's really neat. So thank you to Alex once again for sending this in. Pop Squat. Checking out. Please like, subscribe, and share. I think the song we listened to the other day from Young Bro was also kind of semi-psychedelic-y sounding, which I wonder if that's kind of a theme with his music. I mean, 2 songs in a row seems possible. That's it. Have a good night. Bye-bye.